Hey, loved ones, welcome back to Lightworks. I hope that you are blessed and doing well today. This is going to be part 3. God never signed off on religion. God never signed off on one way of doing anything. In this little 3-part series, we are talking about the different spiritual doctrines, the Bible, the Quran, and now the heart of the Buddhist teaching. All of these different sources have something in them that the divine does sign off on. All things in the earth, the divine is guiding us to pull from those sources, those tools, whatever it is, to get what we need and discard what is not true and what is not serving us and what is not serving humanity. That is what these messages are about. Now, if you're here, hopefully you saw part 1 and part 2. I was guided to just feel through the energy as I always do until I'm guided to stop and see what the message is. The first 2 messages that came out of the Quran first and the Bible second are very, very similar. Very similar. So please do watch part 1 and part 2 if you haven't. I will link them down below in the description box. The divine is extremely powerful. Okay? Now what I'm getting in this read is going to be a shift. This is about perspective. This is about how we see things. This is about how we view distress is what I'm getting. So that is what this read coming up right now is about. How perception is everything is what I'm hearing. Okay? How we perceive our circumstances. Okay, let's get into it. Inhale positive life force energy. Exhale and release anything that is not serving you, anything that is making you feel some type of way, anything that's worrying you or stressing you. Release that. Most High God, Divine Holy Spirit, Divine Ancestors, Angels, Spirit Guides, Ascended Masters, thank you for your love, guidance, support, and protection. Please come in and connect with me. Allow me to channel the current energies for our loved ones to reveal what we need to know today. Let there be none of me and all of you. Please anoint and authorize every word that comes out of my mouth and encamp the angels of protection, war, love, and peace around us at this time. Ashe. All right, so the chapter is called The 3 Doors of Liberation. And where am I getting guided to start here? We who have been fortunate enough to encounter the practice of mindfulness have a responsibility to bring peace and joy into our own lives, even though not everything in our body, mind, and environment is exactly as we would like. Wowzer. Perception in times of distress. Okay, that is what they gave me before it started. And this book is saying that this is about how we perceive our situation. We have a responsibility to be the light despite the darkness that surrounds us. Both of the first reads, part 1 and 2, are talking about the darkness and talking about how the divine, woe unto them, woeful punishment be unto those that create chaos, havoc, and distress in our world. This book is saying, yeah, it's there. Yeah, the divine is going to bring karma upon those that need it, but your focus should be on being the light and bringing the light and peace and joy into your environment, your mind, body, and spirit, and your world. Okay, this is trusting in the divine. We saw trust the process coming out in the second read where we talked about the Bible. Maya came out. We know that divine intervention, justice, and judgment is at play because that is universal law. So this approach is, yes, there is darkness. Yes, there are people that are intentionally dark. Yes, there is corruption going on. We know these things, okay? The divine is handling that. Let's not try and micromanage how the divine resolves that, when and where and how. Let's focus on being the light, standing at our post, bringing the joy and peace and love and mindfulness into our world. Okay, let's make that. It says practice of mindfulness. That's something that we have to condition ourselves to do. It's very, very tough thing to do. Okay, but Buddhism is one of the things that I really respect about Buddhism is this unmovable, unshakable energy, a very peaceful energy. It's very calming and just, it takes a lot of discipline to get to this place. And for many that don't know, Yeshua, Jesus, was a yogi. Jesus learned all of these techniques. While people want to believe that Jesus is just a crusader for Christianity, could not be further from the truth. Okay, Yeshua was about consciousness, peace, mindfulness. Okay, and we a lot of times just believe what we have read, believe what our parents have said, believe what they say in these facilities, and we need to open our spiritual eyes and start getting what we need from all the sources that we have available to us. And that is how I am living my life, and I'm not condemning anybody who doesn't. 9 times out of 10, we all start with a focal point as children in some religion or some spiritual beliefs, okay? And I was always one to really question it. Although my roots were in Christianity, I struggled with it. I would go in and out of it because I would be in it, and I would try to really get into it, and I never full on had that full deep knowing that yes, this is it, this is right. There were parts of it that felt really good. There were parts of it that were very beautiful. I saw a lot of good Samaritan energy in it. There's a lot of good things about it, okay? But then there's a lot of a lot of things that are not good at all about it, okay? And I feel like that is everything in our world. There are beautiful and good people in our world. There are terrible people in our world, okay? There are people that are pastors of churches now that are beautiful people. I know some of them, okay? But they're not fully awakened, is what the divine is saying. The divine is saying, if you are a part of restricting my people to follow this and not teaching them to go within and find what I put on the inside of them and utilize that to help our world be better. If you're telling them that everything, the answers to everything is in one book, you are misguiding my people. That is what the divine is saying. So back to this mindfulness energy. This read is about helping us to understand that nothing is perfect. There's going to be darkness to the left and the right of us. But God is wanting us to be in this place of peace, in this place of still being the light and bringing the peace and joy with us. This does not mean we are robots. We I'm getting, I was watching Master Shri a while back, and the video was about suffering and our idea of what suffering it is, our perception of it, and why it has the effects that it has on us, because how we perceive it to be. If we label it as suffering, that is an acknowledgement that we are in a place of suffering, right? If we see it as this thing that is happening that is not necessarily favorable, and we see it from a different angle and understand what the purpose of it is, and stay in this mindful energy and still try to bring the light and bring the peace and bring the joy, this is going to get deep, and I'm not going to meant to go into everything, but we're going to start getting into it, because the divine has just snatched me up before starting this series of reads. I was really snatched energetically by the divine, shaken up, and the divine hit the reset button on me and was like, no. There's something else we need to be doing here, and we're about to get into it. So we're going to get deeper into all of this. I feel another shift coming through on this channel, and I really hope that it's helping my loved ones in one way or another. There may be people that don't really like this direction. I was getting the energy of resistance when I had in the first read these books all stacked on top of each other. Okay, this is like somebody's energy of, that's an abomination, that type of energy. These three books should not be all in one place. Okay, and that is the problem. These are books, these are reference points. Okay, and once we stop looking at it like that and start getting what we need from wherever we need to get it from, then we'll understand what God's trying to tell us. Okay, so let me read this passage once more. We who have been fortunate enough to encounter the practice of mindfulness have a responsibility to bring peace and joy into our own lives, even though not everything in our body, mind, and environment is exactly as we would like. Okay? The next part, it says, without happiness, we cannot be a refuge for others. Ask yourself, what am I waiting for to make me happy? Why am I not happy right now? Okay? My only desire is to help you see this. How can we bring the practice of mindfulness to the widest spectrum of society? This is the objective. The divine is saying, how can we bring this ideal into our world? Okay? And this is not to say that we are not allowed to feel and grieve and go through these things, but once we are in this practice of mindfulness, for example, without getting too deep into it, when I first started going through the spiritual awakening, I started to really understand what this the Buddha's teaching was saying. It's not that you don't care. It's not that I didn't care about what was going on with others around me. It was that my objective was to practice mindfulness, forsaking all others, being in that hermit energy with everything that's going on around me, understanding that there's a lot of darkness going on everywhere around me. Okay? In order for me to be effective in some type of way, I had to somewhat become emotionless, if that makes sense. Now, y'all know I'm the most sensitive person, empath, super empath, yoga empath, whatever you want to call me. Very, very super sensitive to energy, very loving, very compassionate. But the divine had to snatch me out of that, because you're so compassionate and seeing the potential of all these energies that you encounter, that you will never be able to be at peace, because I'm in this place of heartache, whether it's somebody hurting me or somebody hurting somebody else, me coming to somebody's defense because somebody got hurt, whatever it was. I am love, okay? I definitely am love. But the divine was saying, okay, you're going to have to reel that in. And once you get into this place of mindfulness where you can see why I'm letting this destruction go on over here, or why I'm letting this person be in this toxic energy, why I'm isolating you from that, and in this time period, practicing this energy of seeing this and that as something completely different from what the average person sees it as. That doesn't mean I don't get fired up when I see injustice, because I do. But once we get to a place where we understand more, and we just understand that the darkness must exist as well as the light, there will be no lessons learned. There will be no elevation. There will be no revelation, evolution. Okay? How can we evolve if everything is just great? But this read is not about that. This read is about perception. This read is about conditioning ourselves to be in a place of peace despite what's going on around us. It's a hard thing to do. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm still working on this. I'm still working on this. This is not an easy concept to grasp, but I've really grown, and I know that you will too. So the divine is saying, if you're not happy, why aren't you happy? Are you looking for something or someone on the outside of you to make you happy? Are you looking for conditions of the world to be better so that you can be happy? Are you looking for something that you cannot find within yourself? Okay, this is all about really spending time with yourself, really defining what happiness truly is. Let's see. Let's get into it. Let's see what Ascended Master wants to come through. Listen, inner learnings. I literally just said, struggle with finding what's on the inside of you. This card says, follow your heart, truth prevails, inner learnings. Okay. So that's definitely significant. Look at Yeshua showing up. Acts of service. When you serve, the universe serves you. In the act of service, what the divine is saying is, your act of service is being the light, bringing joy, peace, and happiness into your own life, raising your vibration. Okay? Energy transfers. That is a real thing. If you are in a higher vibration, everyone you encounter, that energy will transfer. Okay? The divine strategically placed us everywhere that we are, in the families that we are in. None of this is by accident. It's meant to be the way that it is. We are just being guided. Look at Rumi. I knew Rumi was popping up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can feel the energy. Oh my goodness. I got tingles. Mystical knowing. breaking boundaries, personal experience of God. Personal experience of God. Okay? This is what it is about. Your personal connection. Not any of these buildings, not any of these religions. This is you and God. And how? Because it's all within you. You can reach God through you. Wow, this card is so heavy. Let's get the other one. There's one more. Oh, Ascended Masters, we love you. Thank you for being here. Oh, I'm going to be pulling the Rumi from the Rumi book and Oracle as well. I felt Rumi so strong. What else? Oh my goodness. Now, if you saw part 2, this card came out. It says, the divine director, trust the process, create space for divine order to unfold. Trust the process. The book was saying, okay, this does not mean that there's nothing going on around you. This does not mean that there's no chaos and corruption going on in our world. Okay? Trust the process. You just deal with you. You just deal with mindfulness, joy, bringing joy and peace and calmness to your world. Not bringing more of what you see. Okay? Not bringing the toxicity in. Don't contribute to that. Be at peace. If you want to be happy, be happiness. If you want to be peace, be at peace, be peace. If you want to be joy, be in a place of joyfulness, be joy. Okay? And this takes work. Bottom of the deck, Horus, manifestation vortex. Belief makes manifest. Thoughts attract and create. What was I just saying? Be it. Okay, how do you manifest? Be it. I live in a place where I'm creating my peace. Once I realize that this is not contributing to my peace, this person is not contributing to my peace, that's not, all of it had to go. Whatever was not contributing to my peace. And before I could get to this place, I couldn't have nothing, no distractions, period. Whether they were not necessarily contributing to corruption or not. When the divine is ready for you to get in this practice of mindfulness, everyone around you will have to be moved. It has to be a you and God situation. Personal experience of God. That's it. That's the only way you can be really stripped down and shown that no matter what is going on around you, you can trust the process. You can trust and know that the divine director is orchestrating everything. And all you're being asked to do is stand at your post and do your part. Some of you, your part is taking a larger role in the evolution of humanity. You may be a speaker. You may be working in the justice system. You may be a politician that is being called to step in, that is completely unorthodox in what the divine wants to see in our world leaders. Okay? You may be somebody that is some type of customer service representative that is meant to show how humanity should really be treated, that is meant to shine a light in a place where customer service is not typically very great in our world. People have really bad, funky attitudes in our world. You might be meant to be one of these people that emits that beautiful love and light through the phone or through the computer. You may be meant to go into some industry that is corrupt right now. Whatever your thing is in your own lives, I think that page was 154, which breaks down to a 10. Please Let me see. Yeah, endings. The Holy Spirit is speaking. I really hope y'all going with me. Holy Spirit. Yes, 154. Speak, Holy Spirit. Bring peace and joy into our own lives. Our own lives. Okay? When we are peace, no matter what's going on, we are peace. Okay? And that is how whoever I'm picking up on that this message is going to really, really resonate with, you are about to be activated. You are about to, if you're not in hermit already, you will be. You are about to be this, okay? You may have a lot going on in your personal world around you, a lot of chaos and turmoil, but you are about to be amazing. What I'm seeing is amazing. They're just showing me chaos here, chaos there, all around, and somebody's just sitting quietly in meditation while all of this is going on. I had the same vision in another reading. Okay? When our joy and our happiness is not attached to any external source, it cannot be destroyed. When your vibration is high and you anticipate, because you know that there's corruption over here, there's some lower vibrational dark energies over here that want to sabotage you. You have people that are in your family that are not awakened, that are deeply rooted in religion, and they do not align with you, and they're although it may be perceived as good intention to invoke or evoke some type of energy to make you feel some type of way about how you feel, all of that is chaotic energy that you're not going to be fooling with, because you are creating that own peace in your world. It's going to be all this stuff around you, but the divine is about to put you in this boot camp, and I'm telling you, when you come out of it, you're going to be, it's going to be really virtually impossible to rattle your cage, for real, whoever you are. And that takes time, and that takes work. What else do you want me to get? Six of Pentacles. You are about to be gifted by the universe with this amazing energy. Wow. You are a great source of peace, whoever you are or you will be. You are meant to go through all of this stuff, and I feel like there's four, they're giving me the number 4. There's 4 different situations personally in your life right now. It may be work, it may be a relationship, it may be your family situation, and it may be your own personal issues that you're going through. I heard yes, okay? You got a lot going on. But you are about to be shown how to alchemize all of this. And you are going to affect positive change in all 4 of these situations as a result of you just practicing mindfulness, being in this energy of peace, being in this energy, choosing happiness, okay? And this is the energy of you giving this energy out around you. You pouring this type of energy out all around you. This card says generosity, balance, okay, sharing inheritance. You are going to be gifted with this piece by the divine, which you are going to inherit, and you're going to share it. Queen of Pentacles, grounded. Queen of Swords, oh my goodness. Knight of Cups, listen. Mindfulness, Eight of Swords. This is where I feel like somebody is right now in your mind, just trying to figure out, how am I going to handle all of this? Really? And it says negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, okay? Victim mentality. This is where somebody is right now, because those 4 situations are really weighing on you. Listen to me. You get into this meditation, your whole world is about to change, okay? You are going to see things through your spiritual eyes, things that you wondered about with the moon. How is it possible? How am I going to be able to get through these situations? How can I do this? Okay? Let me get the Rumi. Alright, so I'm using the Rumi Oracle, because I was definitely feeling Rumi before this card showed up. Rumi definitely wants to come through. Breaking boundaries. You're going to break through all of those boundaries in those 4 different situations by fostering your personal experience with God, the God within you, your higher self, your spirit guides, okay? Senior Master, spirit guides, Rumi, what message do you have for our loved one? I'm hearing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Be some type of breathing that they want you to do. Now I stopped at 3. We got 33. Ascended Master energy. You who show the way. Listen. You are about to show everybody in this energy the way by going within. And it's a hard thing to do. And this is exactly what the divine guided me to do in my dark night of the soul. Stop trying to fix everything. Stop trying to make people see who you are. Stop trying to resolve. Stop trying to bring things together. Stop trying to keep the peace and be peace. Get over here. Get over here with me. Personal experience with God. Come here. Okay? Get in here. Let's spend some time. Let's get you in a place of peace, despite what's going on around you. And watch your light permeate and do the work that you want to see without you being involved. The energy that you carry when you come out of this, my loved one, my bestie, whoever you are going to be the way shower. Let's get it. 33. You who show the way. Even in your unquenchable passion for service to humanity, to the world that offers you so much, there is a time when your most powerful offering is actually and most simply that of your presence. You show the way. You who inspire through how you choose to live and be. You who sometimes think yourself to be invisible. You who consider yourself to be of no particular or exceptional worth. Yes, you who through your choice to live your truth, reveal my face, demonstrate my love, embody my presence. Holy Spirit, please don't do this to me right now. I'm getting very, very emotional. Okay, it guided me to read it again. Yes, you. You who through your choice to live your truth, reveal my face, demonstrate my love, embody my presence, heal my beloveds, and love my creations. This oracle comes to you with a special message. You are an inspiration. You are helping those around you, and even many of whom you are unaware. You are doing this because this is your path, this is your way, this is your gift. To live a life dedicated to growth of consciousness, and through that dedication, inspire others to receive the loving consciousness of the great beloved that can benefit them so greatly, no matter what their situation or circumstances. You are not doing this through any effort or will. You are doing this because this is your nature, your being, your way. Just as the sun breaks through darkness with its own light, shining light with its presence by simply being, so too does your inner sun, your soul. You don't have to understand this or do anything with the information given, although you may find it of comfort or even be shocked by it pleasantly, perhaps. It is just an acknowledgement of who and what you are, given freely because you are ready to receive such an acknowledgement. You are also being gifted through this oracle with a sign, a portent. This oracle is an omen, an issue too difficult for you to understand, no matter how hard you have been working on it, is about to be resolved. You have no need to hold on to it or become more worthy of that resolution. It is going to happen according to the grace of the great beloved, and your job is to allow it to happen, to simply bear witness to the resolution, even if you have no idea what is going on in the process. You may find that whilst you are letting go, the resolution happens without you being aware of it until after the fact. This oracle brings the message that if you have a situation in your midst that feels impossible to resolve, the divine has it covered. I am so sorry, y'all. Yeah, I know your girl is super sensitive, and this is so beautiful. Not 1, 2, 3, but 4 issues that you, my loved one, are dealing with right now. I'm feeling your energy, 8 of Swords energy. How am I going to get through this? How can I be at peace when hell is all around me? And the divine, I said you were being gifted. And Rumi in this book said you're definitely being gifted with resolution, with peace, with not having to do anything. You will be the way shower. Nobody's going to understand. How is this person at peace? How is it possible? Look at what this person is going through in every aspect of their life. But you are going to be that light. I'm looking at this like tower of light here. All of this tumultuous waters here. Everything that you're in the midst of that. But God. Okay? So this has nothing to do with any religion, with any organization, with any facility, with any particular leadership, spiritual leadership, or religious leadership. It has everything to do with your personal connection to God, and you sitting and quietly being in this mindful place, being open to allow the divine to take care of all of this, while you sit and focus and practice on being at peace. I love you so much. My face is just full of tears, because it's so beautiful. God allows me to feel the energy of whatever is going on. I feel your energy. I feel you just being like, just show me what to do, God. What do you want me to be? What do you want me to do? I need help. This is a lot. Okay, and now I'm looking at that number 4 situation. We got 4 cards here. Let's pull an Akashic message to close it. I know this one was a little long, but whew. Listen, breaking free. Holy Spirit, what message do you want to close with? We have self-doubt. You are questioning yourself and unable to move forward. Don't let fear hold you back. You have the strength and power to see it through. Now is the time to break free. We just saw break free from this limiting pattern. And how do you break free from the limiting pattern? How do you break free from that self-imposed doubt and fear and anxiety energy, 8 of Swords energy? By going within. By going within, by quieting your mind, by choosing happiness, by choosing peace, by choosing God, and knowing that I'm not in control of all of this. I didn't cause all of this. I'm going to let God do what God's going to do. In the meantime, I'm going to work on being at peace despite the circumstances. I love you, family. I really hope that this message helped you. Please know that you are being gifted by, I can't even get it out. You are being gifted in many ways by the divine, because God trusts you with whatever you're being gifted with, and God knows that you are going to share this inheritance with the people around you. I love you. I hope the message helped you. If so, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, join the family. I would be so happy to have you. If you feel inclined to donate to the channel, it's always greatly appreciated. It helps the channel out a ton. Y'all don't mind me if y'all been with me. Y'all know I'll be up on here crying, laughing, doing feeling all the emotions. So thank you for allowing me to be the conduit for this message today. If you need a personal reading, email me at lightworksintuitivehealing@gmail.com. I'll be happy to get you set up. If you need a meditation, check out the Lightworks goodie bag in the description box. There are tons of really good resources there to help you cleanse your energy, to get grounded, to connect with your spirit guides, ascended masters. I put a ton of stuff in there for us that I use and trust. Just be mindful of the frequencies. Some are stronger than others, and it may be too much for you. I'm not responsible for how they feel for you, so use your discernment. Until next time, family, peace and blessings. Ashe.